Hey everyone, how's it going? Jenazad here. So, the new hologram has come out, Crownless, and previously I did a challenge video where I tried to use Chixia to solo every single one of the bosses in Wuthering Waves. We had the Morning Ikes, we had the Impermanence Heron, we had Monkey, and then we had the Tempest Mephis, of course, which was overall the hardest one. But now we have Crownless, and this is the brand new challenger, one of the coolest bosses in the game, so I want to see if Chixia would be able to solo it. But there's something interesting about this boss that the other bosses didn't have. This is difficulty 6, and the boss is level 100. Most of the other bosses, in fact all of them, were actually level 90 at difficulty 6, so this is adding 10 more levels. You might say, does that really matter that much? Well, the lower level you are, the more damage you take from enemies, and the less damage that you do to them generally in the game. I believe it works throughout the entire game and all pieces of content that way, so overall Crownless having a higher level is going to make some people have a little bit of difficulty. Also, he has this special mechanism where every dodge counter you get increased damage, so you're incentivized to be constantly dodging and attacking over and over, and every single time you do a dodge counter it does more damage and also breaks their stagger bar a lot faster. So he has some interesting mechanics that make the fight a little bit more interesting. But is Chixia actually able to solo it? First, let's look at my Chixia build. I would say overall, I have pretty good stats. Good amount of attack, energy regen, high crit rate, high crit damage. I'm using the Static Mist 5-star that you can actually get from the level 45 Union level box for free if you do actually want to go down the path of full guns. Then I'm, of course, using the Inferno Rider crit damage, double fusion damage echoes, double attack percent right after that. As for skills, I maxed out most of the stuff. I don't have enough to be able to max all these things out. I don't have enough of these bells. It's all time gated, which is real pain. Haven't even maxed the ult skill or basic attack, but her forte is your most important thing after all. As for resonances, I do have all of them, and a lot of people see this and they become really unhappy. They say, oh, well, he has all these, so that's why they're so good. I mean, to be honest, if a 4-star is able to compete with your 5-star this easily, I mean, maybe they are pretty good, right? And honestly, she doesn't really need 5 or 6. I would say they're completely unnecessary, and I would say 3 and 4 are the really big boosts for a character like this, and plenty of free-to-play players or really low spenders have actually gotten so many copies of Chixia when they were pulling for something like Gian, so a lot of people actually have her available. So overall, this is my build that I'm using to solo the Crownless boss, and it's very similar to the same build that I used to fight all the previous ones as well. So I'm going to show the fight, and then after I'm going to talk a bunch about Chixia and why I think she's actually a pretty good character in Wuthering Waves, and maybe you would consider building her. So if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I hope you enjoy the fight. Okay, dodge that attack, go into the little backward slide. Dodge that, he's going to go for the punch, dodge that, go for the kick, dodge that, go for the flip, dodge that, and the double spin, the little double Saukow, like, ice skating move. Okay, since we're far away, he doesn't really know what to do most of the time. He's kind of a scrub. He's going to go for his little punch-kick combo. No biggie. I'm actually just going to go for this right here in between his attacks. Super simple. And we dodge that. Go into the skill. He doesn't really know what to do because he's a chump. He's gonna go for this again, even though I just successfully dodged it all twice. Like, what are you doing, little bro? Dodge all that. Go for another. Oh, my shot's gonna go straight through his body because, I don't know, he's kind of lean, I guess. He's been on that Jenny Craig diet. Okay, phase 2, everybody's favorite. This is where the fight becomes insane. We're gonna go for this here and then immediately dodge into dodge, obviously. Into more dodges, into another dodge, into a dodge, into the dodge of the explosion, into our resonant skill. Okay, we're gonna dodge all the... This is the same combo that he just used. It's just he doesn't start by flying into the air. Dodge all that again. Yeah, anytime he throws the feathers, he starts doing this combo, but like, bro, I'm like a mile away. Like, what are you aiming at? I'm gonna throw the lizard. Whoa. I'm gonna ult right here. Okay. Whoa. That almost hit me. Whoa! Whew. Yeah, you have to do a double dodge there or you're gonna get hit. What? That hit me? How did that hit me? I'm actually shocked that hit me. Okay, we're going into this. Big, huge damage, 46,000. Okay. No big deal. Okay. He's aiming at nothing over there. Oh, God. Okay. Dodge into dodge. He went for the kick attack. Holy crap. That spear attack was so fast. Into the dodges. Into the dodge. Into the ult. You're done. You're done. Three minutes on the dot. And my reward? Literal trash. That's what I'm talking about. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that boss kill. I think that Chixia is probably one of the best characters at doing a 1v1 in the entire game. Some characters are not really all that great at soloing. For instance, characters like Jian or Jinshi really require a team to truly get their full power, but Chixia doesn't require it as much. One of the biggest reasons is not many characters actually combo with her. If you think about it, Verena's used with basically every team, but what would the second character be that you use with her? Most of her damage is actually resonant skill damage. So I guess you would use somebody such as Tao Chi, but she's really bad at building the concerto gauge, so that's not really all that good. So overall, Chixia is just a really independent character, and in all of my runs of soloing fights, she has far and above done way better than every other character except for a character such as Danshin. I would say they're the main competition with the 1v1 solo for a lot of boss fights, but she's not really able to do Crownless because the boss is actually Havoc. So Chixia comes out ahead once again, and you may have noticed in the boss fight with Crownless as well, he's pretty weak to different things. Now if you quickly look at how the boss fight works, it has this interesting mechanic where successful dodge counters increases the Resonator's crit damage by 15% for 15 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Well, that's pretty perfect for a character that literally can't parry, so Chixia's just doing dodge attacks constantly. Also, you may have noticed the boss sometimes doesn't really know what to do when you're at a far distance. She's able to just gun it down, and the boss is like, okay, well, how do I really respond to that? And he just dodges around. So gunners, I think, are insanely strong in the game and very underrated, and Chixia especially because she's probably the highest damage gunner overall. I think that eventually when they make a 5-star gunner in Wuthering Waves, it might be the most overpowered character in the entire game. And I think that they might be being really careful about that, which is why one hasn't come out, because the fact that this 4-star Chixia is able to do so much damage, compete with some of the higher DPS in the game, and be able to do this 1v1 potential, I think makes her one of the top DPS in the game overall. She's also really good in the overworld, easily able to kill stuff from a range, and her ult just completely clears packs instantly. And she's even useful in this new area 1.1 where you have to destroy the bells, and I see a lot of people complaining about not having a character able to break the bells, not having a gunner in their party. Why not Chixia, huh? I think that she's a great character, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, consider maybe watching the previous video where I fought the 4 bosses, or consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks a bunch for watching, and I hope to see you next time.